I have just come from the lobby of the House of Commons where I, along with just over 300 colleagues, voted in favour of the terminally ill adults bill. The first thing I wanted to do was to record this message so I could say clearly to my constituents why I reached this decision and why I think it's so important. Let me start by saying that I know that this is a profound choice and it's not one on which everybody agrees. I've had hundreds of emails and dozens of conversations with constituents on both sides of the argument. I weighed it carefully and I came to my decision based on three key principles. First of all, for me, that this was and has always been an issue about choice for the individual, choice at the end of life. The legislation that we have passed in the House of Commons today very clearly is only applicable to somebody who has been given a terminal diagnosis by two doctors and has 6 months or less to live. The decision before us is not whether somebody is choosing to die solely. The decision is whether somebody who is already certain to die within the next 6 months has the opportunity to exercise that choice to reduce and alleviate their suffering. I believe individuals with the right safeguards should be allowed that choice. Secondly, a big part of the debate focused on palliative care, end-of-life care. It's been recognised all across the House of Commons that our palliative care system must improve. And one of the very positive things that's come out of this debate, whilst recognising people who are on different sides of the argument, is that we've got a renewed commitment to improve palliative care. But it is the case that even with 21st century medicine, there are some diseases whereby the painkillers we have available do not alleviate pain and suffering. There are some conditions that are beyond palliative care. And in those situations, I believe that people should be given the choice, the option to choose an assisted death. Thirdly and finally, the safeguards. When I spoke to constituents a few months ago when we debated this first time around, I said that I believed that this bill, as drafted then, had the tightest safeguards of anywhere in the world. Well, I believe that today. In fact, I believe the safeguards now are even stronger. The bill contains amendments which provide for legal panels to have oversight on every decision about whether assisted death should be permissible. It has enhanced protections as well for doctors to make it clear that no medical professional should be compelled in ever or in any way to be part of an assisted death should they not wish to be. And there are very, very strong protections about ever raising this subject and the banning of ever raising this subject with somebody aged 18, under 18. Finally, I believe this is an issue on which the public demanded action. The status quo has failed too many people. Too many people have suffered long and painful deaths when they had wished to have been able to exercise a choice themselves. I weighed it heavily as your MP. I have huge respect for colleagues who voted the other way, and I hope people in Welwyn Hatfield will understand why I have come to my decision, and I hope people in our community and across the country believe that we've seen Parliament at its best today.